Hi there, Roopak here from Fluent English 1-to-1. So how to think in English? In today's topic, we'll be discussing about how you can practically make your mind to think in English. This is the most common advice given by almost all English or ESL trainers, that you must think in English in order to be fluent in the language. But the problem is that it's not as easy as it is said. So what are the right ways of doing it? And how you can train your mind to think in English? Because let me be very honest with you guys, it's not easy. It's not going to be easy, because you are habitual of thinking in your mother tongue for such a long time that if you think of thinking in English, it's going to take a lot of efforts. So let's begin with the video. So in my own experience, when I started acquiring this language, the easiest method which I found where I could train my brain to think in English, and it happened very gradually. It's not that at the moment I found out this method, suddenly I started thinking in English. No, it did not happen. So here is a practical and realistic approach of thinking in English. Start with very small efforts. What you need to do is that whatever action you are taking, and mostly that should be what you are doing currently, try to speak in your mind that in English. So let's say if you are walking somewhere, just say that I am walking to the market, or I am writing a message, or I am talking over a call. Start with this present continuous tense, because this is the most easiest tense which even beginners also pick up very quickly. So try to describe your actions when you are doing it. Maybe a practice of 10 days, 20 days, that will come very easily to you. And mind it guys, you will have to put in efforts to think in English. It will not come automatically. It will not happen overnight. It will not happen in a fun way. Also, please understand that this advice that you need to think in English, it's a step 2 of your English speaking journey. At step 1, you should at least be able to understand the basic sentence formation, because if you don't know how to form even a basic sentence, you cannot think in English. So don't just get carried away by seeing any videos which says that from the day 1 you need to be thinking in English. That's not going to happen. What you can do is that once you are aware that how to frame basic sentences, even if it is a very short sentence made of your simple present tense, like I go to the market, if you can make such sentences, then describe those actions when you are doing it in your mind. Try to do that in your mind. Because guys, it's okay to create environment, it's okay to read a lot of books, it's okay to watch everything. It's like all passive activities. But for this, speaking and thinking in English, these are activities which requires your active attention. And you have to put your mind into work for that. So just summarizing whatever I said so far is that you need not to make very long sentences in your mind. All you need to do is that just describe your actions when you are doing it. And that would be really helpful. And also remember that this process will take time. So don't expect from yourself that suddenly you will start everything in English, because your mind is habitual. It's hardwired to think in your mother tongue. Keep your expectations realistic so you will not get frustrated, and even a little effort on a daily basis will compound, and that will give you a result over a period of time. As you find it easy to think in present continuous tense or describing your actions when you are doing it, then try to describe your routines, and then move on to complex sentences like what you have done yesterday, what you will be doing tomorrow. And all these sentences would require a good knowledge of tenses. So I hope this tip will help, and it's a short video, and I am sure if you put it in practice, you will definitely see the results. Thank you. Bye-bye.